Yo, congratulations. If you're watching this video, you've just taken a step forward to scaling your business in 2026 by getting yourself booked in onto a coffee chat with myself or a member of the team. Now, if you don't already know, Matt Conway is my name. I run the company Sales Scaled, and we specialize in helping men's coaches scale their business to 30K months and beyond. If you're watching this video, it means that you're like a dating coach, a mindset coach, a relationship coach, maybe a marriage coach. In some way, shape, or form, you help men improve some aspect of their life. It could be in one of those niches I just mentioned, or something maybe even a little bit more obscure. Okay. But what we're going to do on this call is the following. It's not a sales call. It's going to be 15 or 30 minutes long. And I can tell you firsthand from working with some of the biggest guys in the industry and helping people achieve like really, really big results. We'll cover those now in a moment. What you need in order to hit 30K a month, 50K a month, 70K a month as a dating coach, a relationship coach, a mindset coach, we need each of these systems in place. We need a high ticket offer, a high ticket premium offer. We're talking about like 5, 6, 7K, right? We need a sales process. We need to be able to sell that to people. We need to be really, really clear on who our ideal client is. And of course, we need a lead generation strategy, right? To get calls booked consistently. But if you're not already doing 30K a month, it tells me that one of these systems is your current bottleneck. On the call, we're going to identify what that current bottleneck is. We're going to look at where you are, where you're looking to go, and we're going to identify what's currently keeping you stuck, right? We'll do that within those like 15, 30 minutes. If we identify a bottleneck that we can help with and you want support, then we'll put you in onto a strategy session at a separate date. That's going to be a deep dive call with me where I just map out the whole thing, exactly how I would solve this problem for you if you were a client of ours. Okay. Now, as I said, we've worked with some of the biggest guys in the industry, some guys that are going like crazy viral. We're talking about 73 million or 21 million views on a single piece of content. We're talking about guys that have 1.5 million followers, or 92K followers, or 216K followers, or 236K followers. But I want to just highlight that even if you're a guy with a smaller audience, this system, this process that you're going to get a glimpse at now in a moment, it really does work. As long as you're in those niches that I mentioned, right? Our process really does work, whether you've got a large following or a small following. Okay. So continuing on, you can check out my Instagram story highlights. If you don't already follow me, you can go over there, check out those story highlights. All the clients are tagged. And what I'd really encourage you to do is before you get on a call with me, DM these guys and verify that everything I'm saying is true. Because I understand, right, prior to a call like this, there can often be a high degree of skepticism. We've literally worked with more dating coaches, men's coaches, relationship coaches than anybody else. And we've driven more results for these guys, right, than literally anybody else. I don't have a big following, but we've helped more people in these specific niches than anybody else online. Okay. So continuing on here, say Anton, for example. Anton didn't even have an offer when he got started with me. He invested in the work we do together, but more importantly, he invested in himself. And 70 days later, he was doing 100K per month as a result of this system, as a result of these processes that we implement with clients. Okay. Brandon was going viral. He had a decent following. He was going viral, but he was flat broke. He wasn't making money from his business. Again, he made the decision to back himself, to invest in himself, and went from 0 to 30K a month. Okay. Brian Marquesano, another guy that was in a 9 to 5. Okay. Now does 50K a month as a result of these processes and systems. So these guys' lives changed. Okay. Matt Enns was doing 2.5K a month. Now does over 500,000 a year. It took him 90 days to go from 2.5K to 70K a month. Right now on this coffee chat, as I said, we're not going to pitch you or anything, but just understand to hit like, never mind 70K a month, most online business owners never even get to 10K a month consistently. Okay. So just understand that if you want to do those numbers, at some point it is going to require you invest in yourselves. Okay. And ultimately, if you're trying to sell high ticket coaching, you have to have invested high ticket in yourself, right? Otherwise, it's like a disconnect. It's like a guy that's trying to go for the 10 out of 10 girl, but he feels like a 5 out of 10 himself. Ultimately, in the world, we attract what we are, sort of thing. So if we're trying to attract high ticket clients, but we don't invest high ticket in ourselves, there's a disconnect. All of these guys chose to invest working with us, but ultimately to invest in themselves. And that's what led to this transformation. But on the audit call, again, I'm not going to pitch you, but we're going to identify what the current bottleneck is. We'll give value on this call. And if it's a good fit, we'll schedule a longer session where we can really map out the full battle plan on how to scale your business in 2026. As I said, this works for guys that have big followings or small followings. When Jesse came to me, you'll see his testimonial down below this video. He had 300 followers, right? And in 40 days went from 0 to 20K a month, right? Starting with 300 followers. And there's just so much more proof and evidence. As I said, we have like Google Drives full of screenshots like this, right? And when somebody does make that commitment to work with us, these are the kind of messages we get. Not just this right here, 15K revenue generated and in 30 days, by the way, but thanks again, brother. You changed my life. Okay. And that's what I love to see when we do work with the clients here at Sales Scales. So if you've got a big following or you've got a small following, if you've got a small following, understand that this is possible with guidance, with the right systems in place. But if you've got a big following, I just want you to think about this, that Zach with 2.6K followers, right, was able to collect 32K cash in his first 9 weeks. Okay. Having never done a sales call in his entire life previously. Okay. So if you've got a big following and he can do that, or if you've got a big following and Emiliano can do, right, 10K revenue in a single week with under 1,500 followers, understand it's possible for you too, right? Especially if you got a bigger following. As I said, Jesse had 300 followers before he got started and cracked 20K a month inside 60 days. Ollie, for example, 2,000 followers, 10K months. If you're not already doing those numbers, whether you've got a big following or not, it means that one of these systems, or maybe a few of them, are currently missing. They're currently offline. They're currently broken. So on the call, we're going to identify what is missing. We'll give you clarity on what needs to be implemented. And as I said, if you want support, we'll put you onto the strategy session. Okay. Now, as I said, while I don't have the biggest audience myself, I have under 4,500 followers. We literally do have more proof of scaling mindset coaches and confidence coaches and Christian life coaches and dating coaches and breakup recovery coaches. We have more evidence of having helped men's coaches change their life, change their entire business trajectory. Some of these guys, as I said, have really big followings and some of them don't. Some of them were brand new to the game when they got started. So understand whether you've got a high ticket offer and you're already doing numbers, or if you're just getting started, whether you've got a massive following or a small following, right? This stuff really can change lives. So, and down below this video, you're going to see testimonials and client interviews. But I encourage everybody, before you even get onto a call with me, you probably know some of these clients. If you're a dating coach, you probably know other dating coaches. Most likely, we've worked with so many dating coaches, most likely you know at least one previous client of ours. So you can pause the video at any point here, reach out to any of these clients, or as a matter of fact, down below this video, you're going to see interviews. I've put links to all their Instagram profiles. You can reach out to them, verify everything that I said. And two last things. Also in this playlist below, there's going to be other trainings that I anticipate will actually help you even prior to the call. So as I said, these are the systems that need to be in place. So down below, you're going to see videos covering how to launch your high ticket offer. You're going to see videos on how to close high ticket premium prices. We're talking about 5, 6, 7K and above. You're going to see the lead generation strategies, okay, that we implement with clients. So before the call, please just like take some time and prepare yourself, because we take this stuff incredibly seriously, but that's what's required to build a business and have an impact. Is you got to take this stuff seriously. And lastly, on that note, I respect my time. I expect you respect your own, and we need to respect each other's time. So please go ahead and hit accept on the meeting invite that's just being sent over to your calendar. You can pause this video now, hit accept on that meeting so we know you're actually serious, so we know you're going to attend. Okay, because some people book these calls in and they're not serious. Okay, so if you don't hit accept on that meeting, we will clear the meeting out of the calendar so we can take the call with somebody who is serious. Okay, because our time is limited. Okay, with that being said, go hit accept on the meeting and go ahead, watch the rest of the trainings down below this video. Start getting clarity. And also you can reach out to any of these previous clients or any of the other guys that you saw before. Okay. Excellent, my man. Congratulations on taking that first step forward in scaling your business in 2026. I look forward to providing clarity to you on the call. I'll see you there.